Hello, and once again, welcome here to LATOKEN Venture Capital TV. Great session today. It's a very interesting project, and it's getting listed today on LATOKEN. The IEO starts today, so it's a great opportunity to get to meet the team, get to know more about the project, and if everything matches, then even invest in it. Welcome once again. My name is Javier. I'll be your host for today. And like every session, we bring innovation, technology, solutions. You get to hear it directly from the CEOs or the co-founders of the project. And best of all, you can ask them any question you want. So please post your question and your comments in the chat box, and we're going to be addressing them. Before we move on in the interview, as a reminder, you can always see our previous shows and content by visiting latoken.com/VCTV/shows. And if you're following us on our socials, remember to check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and you're watching on YouTube, just hit the subscribe button so you're always getting informed of great content opportunities and yes, even giveaways. One last reminder, anything mentioned here is not any type of financial advice. Please do your research before making any decision. It's your choices and it's your responsibility. And with that said, I would like to welcome the team of BIDZ. And here we have Humza, who's the CEO, Shevan, who's the CTO, and Sobek, who is the COO. Gentlemen, welcome. How are you?
We're
Good, good,
great.
good.
Yeah.
Doing well.
Doing
Thank
really
you.
well. Yeah.
Pleasure to be
Great,
here.
fantastic. So we have a great show today. Very excited because you are going to be listed today. So that is awesome. We will be sharing a lot of information with our viewers today. But before we move on to that, I think we can show them a video as a way of introduction.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'll
let's
go
have a
ahead and
look
get
at a
that.
That'll
That'd be
video
great.
and then we jump on you guys, all right?
Yeah. Sounds good.
Alrighty.
Okay, let's have a look at it. Okay, cool video. So BIDS, globally the next e-commerce crypto space project. Okay, gentlemen, could you please introduce yourselves and talk about the team, a little bit about the project so we get to know you better?
So I'll start. I am Hamza. I'm the CEO. I'm actually a chartered accountant, chartered professional accountant here in Canada. And I am a CPA turned crypto founder.
Okay, thank you.
And
Who's next?
my name is Siobhan. I am a developer, web developer, software developer, and as well, of course, now with the blockchain development. And I've worked with some of the Fortune 500 companies. The big companies like as in Google and Microsoft, and I've been pretty much enjoying that. But wanted to explore the whole decentralized stuff. So here we are with BIDZ.
Okay, good. Thank you. So Vic?
Yeah, my name is Shovik. I'm from India. I am an entrepreneur. I basically, take care of the development part. The name of the company is Kryptonics. That's what, we go ahead and, focus on the development part directly in-house. And we have an entire team for graphics, for digital marketing. Everything is done in-house from Kryptonics itself.
Okay,
Now,
thank you.
now
Yes.
we are just jumping into a next, to the future stuff, which is beds.
Okay, BIDS now. Can you please tell us a little bit about? And imagine you're talking with somebody who's not really technologically advanced as
Mm-hmm.
myself.
Mm-hmm.
They can just in plain language. Can you explain it? What is BIDS about?
So BIDS is, as we say, let's power the utility together.
Mhm.
We are a utility coin. The crypto space actually lacks utility-oriented projects. What we are trying to do is we are trying to bring global adoption to BIDS. Your normal everyday people, let's say whether you use anything, you can now you can. We are trying to create applications. For example, I give you an example. Every individual uses VPN. You can now use BIDS VPN and pay with BIDZ coin for that VPN. So this thing, a normal everyday individual uses VPN, but now they will be able to use the same service but pay it in crypto. So this way, we are actually educating and creating awareness in the market about use case of cryptocurrency, which is in this case our Bitcoin. So our coin is all about decentralized ecosystem. It's not just one thing. We have a whole range of applications which are covered under the BIDZ banner.
Okay, and can you give us a list of sort of like a short list of those applications?
Sure. So we have our play to earn game called Earn Bids. It has been created by our experienced developer here, our CTO, Shivan Murat. He created two successful play to earn games, and just on that basis, we created this game with the pre-sale. Actually, we wanted to show that this project is different. We can deliver even before we started raising funds for the project. In addition to that, we have our Compete to Earn game that is going to be launched. I think the CTO is going to speak about more during our meeting today. Compete to Earn game is going to convert an existing game which is called the tic-tac-toe, but we are bringing a crypto version, which is 2.0 version, where you can now compete for crypto as you play that game. So you'll be competing with each other, whether it be across the globe with your friends or family, for bids. And then if you wanna cash out, you can go to the market and cash it out. If you wanna use our ecosystem, you can just convert it into our BIDZ credits, which is our own credit system inside our ecosystem. You can use that credit to then pay for any service or any product that we have. Other than that, we are bringing BIDZ VPN. As I mentioned earlier, we're also bringing BIDZ verification. It is actually our targeting. We are targeting cybersecurity there. We're bringing privacy. We're bringing, we say prevent, control, and verify. We're giving the user the control to prevent them from any projects or any online scams or any online harassments or cyberbullying sort of incidents that might occur. So we're trying to solve a big problem here. Other than that, we also have our BIDZ charity. It's going to be our charity program. So this is just to name a few. There's just a lot of applications, and this is what it tells you. It tells you that we are truly a utility powered coin, and this is what crypto market lacks. We don't have enough utility powered projects. These utilities can be used by normal everyday individuals.
Okay, so then BIDZ is like an umbrella in which we'll have several verticals.
Exactly.
Right? And these are some of the verticals you mentioned. And as a ecosystem, where would you place BIDZ? Because would you consider it a marketplace, or is it more a standalone ecosystem?
So the way it's going to be is it's a decentralized ecosystem of applications and real world commerce. So we're going to bring real world commerce and applications to crypto space, where our investors who invest in BIDZ can not only use that as an investment, but also they can use it while the coin is actually finding its mark.
Okay.
So it's not getting, in funny terms, we say it's not getting rusted inside your wallet. You're using it on the go. So there's a use case we're bringing to the crypto that you have in your hand, for example.
Okay, and the interesting part is that before you launched the crypto, you already had specific solutions, right?
Exactly.
So it's not like you're trying to raise funds via crypto to develop them. Part of those solutions have already.
No.
Exactly.
We got everything in house,
And just to bring it out, means it's something that we can share with everyone that's on call today. That a lot of our applications are actually in the beta testing right now, and we will be releasing them in the coming months. So this year's development plan has been executed according to our expectations, and now it's just going to be bringing out our products and helping our investors and helping individuals who believe in us to really make BIDZ a global brand, bring global adoption to BIDZ. That's our ultimate goal.
Okay, and when you started creating bids, what was the problem that you wanted to find a solution for in that period of time?
So the solution, the problem that we initially found was e-commerce. That's how it all started. It started with an e-commerce application. We wanted to build an e-commerce store which can eliminate crypto volatility from the market. But an e-commerce store of that magnitude and that scale is a very ambitious project. It can only be done in baby steps. So in order to take those steps, we built applications where individuals can earn crypto, they can earn those crypto coins, and now they will be able to use that around our entire ecosystem, which will absolutely include BIDZ e-commerce. So for example, let's say individuals who are playing our play to earn games, they can earn BIDZ coin and use that BIDZ coin to buy something off our e-commerce store when it launches in the future. Our BIDZ verification will actually be used to verify the sellers who are going to be selling on our e-commerce platform. So eventually, everything just integrates really well back into our e-commerce store.
Okay,
and
nice.
Javier, one of the biggest things is I'm from the Middle East personally. I'm from Kyrgyzstan, and in our country, it's almost impossible to actually order something just like you traditionally would here in the U.S. Say, for example, you wanted a first world product in a third world country, not possible.
Yeah.
Amazon lacks at that. They don't have a solution for it. I'm not sure, or whatever the case may be. But eBay definitely stops, transactions from happening. But there's people out there that actually have money that want to purchase, for example, a brand new pair of Nike shoes or a brand new PlayStation 5. The only thing is there's so much middlemen involved. And our task when we decided to, build onto BIDZ and then the e-commerce part was to eliminate the middlemen, because now a price of goods goes from $10 purchase to a $30 in hand by the time it gets there. There's so much markup. Where now you can just purchase bids from the market, directly load it into your bids, balance, which we call a credit system. So it's an in-house, full-on ecosystem bids credit. So you'll be able to convert and swap on our platform your BIDZ coin to your BIDZ credit, which is a stable coin of BIDZ that doesn't go up, doesn't go down. It's a dollar for dollar. From there, they can be able to use that at any given time. And they can always withdraw as well. In the case of somebody's wondering, can they withdraw back? They can definitely do that. But the thing is that now you in the third world country can actually purchase BIDZ, convert it over to BIDZ credit, and actually purchase the product and just tell us where to ship it to you. So, working with bigger companies like FedEx and DHL and there's some companies called Boom Benair here. They kind of specialize in the Middle East. We're working with them as well. We're going to be using their services as well. So the whole goal was to get first world products into a third world country, and that's something that we haven't seen happen yet. And which better way than to actually bring a crypto project on board and actually mastermind that task.
The best part is there is no third party, there is no commission, going here and there. Whatever you have, it's belong to you. Nobody gonna be taking any share out of it. Everything is yours.
Okay, and Shivan, you touched a very important point there, and that was going to be actually my next question, and I really would like you to explain much more, because now, as we all know, and it's one of the big impediments of cryptos being a medium of a tool for purchase, it's volatility. And you can see in Salvador right now, where they adopted the Bitcoin as a national currency, how everything tanked and they're like in big despair. Right. How do you do it that with the Bitcoin, I have X amount of Bitcoins, and let's say the pair of Nike shoes cost X amount. How do you ensure that the volatility is not going to affect the commerce who's selling those shoes or the buyer? How do you do that?
That's a great question. So the buyer and seller. So in the beginning, of course, just like Hamza mentioned, it's baby steps to a bigger goal, right? Yeah. Our goal, of course, is to make it to where it's universal. Just like eBay and Amazon, users can be able to sell their products in mass as well. So whether they're in wholesale industry or if they're just selling a pair of shoes to the other side of the world. So with the credit system, the values, it's not going up nor down. So when you're actual wholesaler or a seller on our platform and you're wanting to sell a product, you're getting BIDZ credit and you can cash out whenever you want. So it doesn't matter what the price of BIDZ is. It doesn't matter what's happening on into the market at that moment because your credit balance is still the same. So if you sold a pair of shoes for say $10 or a mobile phone for 100, well, you got BIDZ credit, right? Now the BIDZ credit, it says it's 100. It's not going up, not going down as a stable coin. So then you cash out whenever you want. And at that moment is when we actually withdraw and pay you back in BIDZ. And now the BIDZ are in your wallet, and then you can be able to sell that on the market at any given time.
And you will always, you might get different amounts of BIDZ, but you will
Yes.
always get the dollar worth
You'll
would be
get
the same.
you'll get the same exact US dollar at that moment you withdraw. So if the price tanks or goes up, of course, doesn't really matter at that point because you're just cashing out that $100 bill that you sold that product for at that exact live moment.
Okay, so the credits that you're talking about is not like another coin system. Is it a coin system?
It's an internal credit system. So it's not an actual coin where you can actually buy and sell. It's pretty much a stable coin within the ecosystem itself.
It can only be used within our ecosystem.
Yes.
Okay, it's a stable coin in the ecosystem. So let's say I have the 100 credits, which was equivalent of $100 because of the phone that I sold.
Sure.
Then I want to cash that out. If it was, I don't know, was yesterday the value of $100 was 30 Bitcoin and today is 50, that doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Cash it out, let's say today, then it'll be 50, then I get to 50 Bitcoins, and then I can cash it out.
Correct.
Equivalent to $100.
Now, at that moment when you're selling it, now that's up to the market. We can't control that part. But what we can do is control to the second to where you actually want to withdraw, and then we pay you off that in BIDZ. And I'm sure someone's going to wonder, well, what happens whenever BIDZ runs out, right? So, I mean, based off of our tokenomics, it's almost impossible for that to happen. So we're kind of backed by our own holdings of the company that's holding the shares, that those will never go on the market. Those are just used directly for sellouts and purchases and all that good stuff of actual products and sellers and buyers.
Okay. Sorry, I'm getting a few questions from our viewers. What's going to be the starting price of the coin?
So the starting price, happy to announce, is going to start off at 1 penny. Okay. So it's at 1 cent USD.
Okay. So then is the perfect time to put here. I can share the screen if you.
Yes, please.
Just give me a minute. I want to share the screen with the LATOKEN page. Now that we're talking about the token, I hope you can see it here. Okay. This is the LATOKEN page in which from today, BIDZ will start trading. And here I'm putting right now banner that you can see below. In order to access this page, please go to latoken.com/IEO/BIDZ. Here you will be able to find all information about the company, the project summary, the tokenomics, the ecosystem. And here's a couple of the verticals that I think you were mentioning before, right, Hamza?
Yes.
This is, for example, the gaming part, and this is the TikTok app where you said it. Oh, it's actually mentioned here that it has over 500 million downloads on Google Play, and you're making the Tic-Tac-Toe 2.0. Here's the VPN as well that was mentioned. There's just a few of the verticals, the auction part, and so on.
Yeah, we wouldn't wait for the auction towards the end because that's our funnest project of them all at the moment.
Okay, because I had some questions. Okay, we leave that then. Yeah. So I just wanted to mention this again to our viewers. Please go to latoken.com/IEO/BIDZ to learn more about the project. Also, please do visit the website, which is bids.store. Learn more about it. They have all information about roadmap, tokenomics, the team, the governance, and so on. Please get very familiar with the project, and if you think it is a project you're interested in, then go to LATOKEN and you can invest there. If you do not have an account in LATOKEN, simply go to latoken.com, open account. You just have to upload one piece of ID and you'll be able to start trading. So that is, okay, so now I understand the part in which there is like a sort of internal, you could call it stable coin.
Correct.
The credits. in order for the commerce part to work out.
Yeah.
Okay, very good.
Now, Javier, keep in mind, once you actually
Yes.
convert BIDZ to BIDZ credit, one thing about crypto, everybody knows that there's some really high fees everywhere you go. I mean, anytime you want to use it, send it, whatever, hold it, it feels like there's fees. So with the BIDZ credit system, once you actually enter the bids into the BIDZ or convert into BIDZ credit, from there on, it's actually those coins or those, let's say the stable coin of BIDZ credit, it's actually laid out throughout the whole ecosystem. All you got to do is log in to each platform and your credit balance just follows. So then from there, as you're using it and you want to go back and use the VPN now, and you want to go back and now go to the auction, or you want to go back to the e-commerce, there is zero fees using those credits, literally 0.00. So we don't charge any fees of taking those credit systems as well now to the next platform, all on the ecosystem. So it's all there under one umbrella, and you can use it as you wish with no fees.
And I guess it's real time as well, right?
It's absolutely real time, yes.
100%.
Okay. Yeah. So you are cutting off the middleman, right?
We're trying our best to, yeah.
Middleman might be upset.
Middleman, I'm sure they will be. I'm sure they will be.
Okay, great. Now, taking into account that today is the IEO with LATOKEN, let's talk a little bit about the benefits for investors. What can investors expect when they will be acquiring your token?
So one thing is BIDZ is here for global adoption. If investors look at our tokenomics, we will be locking our coins. We're going to bring We're bringing staking. So the staking launches in, I think, next month. It launches next month as per our roadmap. And it's going to be 600 million coins per year for next 5 years. That means what we're looking at a 5-year horizon. So we are thinking long-term here. We're also having 2.5 billion team coins that have already been locked through Trust Swap. So we are going to lock every coin, every one of our coins are going to be locked through Trust Lock using Trust Swap. So 4 billion additional coins will be locked, and they will be locked and vested at a rate of 800 million coins per year for the next 5 years. So we're trying to make our project. We have made our project long term through our tokenomics. For investors, there's a concept of reflection these days. We are looking onto ways where investors can get reflection, but not in terms of coins. But the way they get reflection is us actually going back and buying back the supply from the market for them, so that the price actually moves in the direction of where long-term holders would favor, and that would actually be beneficial for everyone. Anyone who's trying to trade our coin, anyone who's trying to be an investor in our coin, or any of the believers out there who want to believe in our project. Okay. So there's just a lot of venues where we are trying to support our investors. And as BIDZ global e-commerce comes into play, and as our innovation and ambitious projects come into play across 18 projects which we plan to release in the next 5 years in total, this will bring more and more adoption through a simple supply and demand concept. We believe we can be a leader. We can be a market leader in the utility-driven crypto application space.
And Javier, as people start understanding BIDZ and actually having faith and belief, just like we have since day one, we've actually decided to create separate APIs that will give access to new developers to develop their own projects on their own server, connecting to the whole credit system. And that right there is just going to drive it insane. As a developer, if I can actually be able to piggy bank off of someone else's credit system and be able to use that in-house and be able to do withdrawals and payouts, I mean, that is just something that I personally haven't heard of. I've done a lot of research and haven't seen that. And we just decided, hey, let's bring this system on board because we haven't seen something like this. And this is something that is a need worldwide.
Can you give us an example of how would that work?
Yeah. So for example, let's say right now you're actually building a website. Let's say you're building your own e-commerce website. Let's just say, right? Yeah. Like Shopify, for example, right? So you've got Shopify and you register for it, but you don't want to accept USD. You want to actually start accepting another currency. But now let's say you want it to be stable because you can't live off of the price going up and down, causing your product going from $100 to $1 at a sell rate. So that won't work, right? So what better way than to actually use someone else's credit system that actually works and be able to just simply piggy bank off of their credit system onto your ecosystem. So we can be able to give them access through the BIDZ credit API, and they can be able to get users to log in through their systems as well and use that credit, and it just follows out of our ecosystem. Well, in this case, they'll be piggy banking off of our ecosystem in that case. But the thing is that the credit system just follows on board to whoever it is that's trying to develop and create their project.
So Javier, that the way it would work is that it would track the wallet. It would track the wallet. That's how our system recognizes that, you know, this wallet contains these many Bitcoin, and once those Bitcoins are converted into credits, that wallet is then detected in our system, and a coin amount is matched to that wallet. If that is the case, if that is true, now you have credits, whether it be in some other application created by someone else, or it's our ecosystem.
And for this to work out through this API, does the newcomer, the e-commerce, can they have their own coin, or they will have to use BIDZ?
No, so the whole purpose of it is to actually piggy bank off of BIDZ itself.
BIDZ, okay, so
and
it's
that's
BIDZ
for your initial question, is that's what's going to possibly drive the BIDZ pricing as well upwards and on an uptrend, because of the fact that people can be able to take it outside of our ecosystem onto their platforms and be able to still accept BIDZ by a simple login on their platform.
And Javier, our competitive advantage is that, you know, we start with a blockchain, so we are completely decentralized. And as you convert your coins into Bitcoin, you convert your Bitcoin into BIDZ credit, you enter our ecosystem. And that's where we control the fees, where we control, you know, the transaction speed in that sense.
And it's instant, by the way. It's faster than anything. It's just a credit system being used with a click of a button.
Yeah, it's I guess.
And how fast does the integration happen?
The integration, you mean as in a newcomer wanting to use the API, you mean?
Yeah.
Once they're connected, it's real time. It's instant.
Instant. You know, like you just click a couple of clicks, you got the API just integrated in the backend, and you're all good to go.
Okay.
And Javier, we are actually in talks with someone who is developing an application and is actually looking forward to integrating BIDZ into his application.
Oh, wow. And is this something that is ready or is going to be developed?
It's actually developed, and it's actually going through, you know, final phases of review. And once the review is done, we will actually be integrating our BIDZ credit system into this person's application. And then going forward, they can actually accept BIDZ as a form of payment.
Right. So Javier, the second our first application goes live, that's going to be using BIDZ credit system. So it is, like Kamsa mentioned, it is in the beta testing, of course. But I think we've tested it enough, and you know, the stats on it have proven that it's flawless and it works just as quick as anything as far as transfers. Yeah, like I said, our first project towards our end, I mean, it's literally there. The credit system is all just attached to your account that you're registering. So the small platform to it, yeah. But everything is developed. Everything that you're hearing from us today is developed. And we're just going to, of course, release it as we're testing and more users hopping on board, just to make sure everything's stable, and then boom, offshore. So I feel like we're ready to launch everything today, but sadly, that's not how it works, because we want to make sure that everybody's, you know, secured as well at the same time.
Yeah.
And I would like to add there, Javier, you know, you were talking about investors, and this is where, you know, we really thought about investors, because we wanted to be a project who you know, the project that is catered towards investors. And, you know, this is why we have focused on developing project during our fundraising, and actually developed our applications, so upon launch, our investors can see what we have done. So that is something different from, you must have seen cryptos out there which raise funds for, let's say, 1.5 years, and there's no development done. So that's where we're a different project, where we really cater to needs of our investors and really are trying to bring global adoption and play our role in you know, bringing global adoption to crypto space.
Right.
Okay, wonderful. Can you tell us which will be the first vertical that you will launch that will be accepting bids?
Yeah.
It's going to be the BIDZ VPN that will accept bids. But play to earn and compete to earn are going to be prior to it, which will be actually distributing bids. So it's where you will use bids. Coin is our bids VPN, and it's actually also going through beta testing right now. And I think if CTO agrees, I think we are almost ready to launch it too.
Okay, and the VPN, can you tell us when is that going to be launched?
Yeah, so the VPN actually can be launched right after this, but we're going to actually hold back for maximum of 1 week.
Uh-huh.
The VPN app itself is a 100% decentralized VPN app, like no other. I mean, others exist and they say, "Hey, we're fully decentralized," but we have actually proven that they're not. But ours doesn't require any information because when you're first downloading a VPN app, the first thing it asks you is what's your credit card information or what's your
Yeah.
debit card information. So you already gave yourself up, right?
Yeah.
Not to attract scammers and folks that have bad intentions into a decentralized ecosystem, but at the same time, it's like, I want to use that VPN. I'm using it to hide my identity, obviously. What better way than to start hiding your identity in the beginning? And that literally starts with just registering for bids, where we don't ask you for your email or your there's no email, there's no phone number attached, there's no nothing. It's just literally your wallet and your credit systems as they follow. But once you do so, you actually log into the app and you'll start off with a balance of 0, grab some bids, go to the swap platform, swap it into credits, and it's just there. And then you just start using it up just like any traditional VPN app or any other services that require a payment.
And I'd like to add there, our pricing model is where our competitive advantage is going to be. And that's where we are actually playing our role towards crypto industry, is that this VPN is completely decentralized. There's a slight there's a tech improvement as well in that. That's very, I think, very unique to us. I think CTO will talk more about it after I finish here. It's actually the price point of our BIDZ VPN is going to be $1.99 for anyone who uses BIDZ coin. And it's going to be a regular price in US dollars for anyone who does not use BIDZ coin. So that just promotes the use of BIDZ coin for our investors, our believers, and individuals who want to use BIDZ VPN.
Okay, so then it will be available to everybody else outside the ecosystem at obviously at a higher price.
Exactly.
Okay, and I had a few other questions. Now, with everything that you have said, what do you think it's your major differentiator among other, let's call it a blockchain commerce platforms?
So our main where we are different is that we're not only giving you coins, but we're also giving you use case. We're giving you use case where you have the opportunity to use coin from the get-go. We have developed projects, we have tested these projects, and now we are bringing those projects to the community. We care about global adoption. That's why we brought Play to Earn. Play to Earn essentially is going to help us increase global adoption by bringing more people on board through crypto who normally play these games and don't get anything in return. But now you can play a game and you can make money, and then you can make that money, and it's your choice whether you want to cash out or maybe shop around our ecosystem.
Is this like the tic-tac-toe game that you mentioned?
It's the Play to Earn, Earn Bids, which was actually the first game we released. In the Compete to Earn, what happens is they watch ads and they earn coins, they make coins, and then they play each other for each other's coins. And it's a Compete to Earn model that we are bringing to crypto space, and that is actually one of the trends right now in the market. It just so happens to be. And we are lucky in that sense to bring that.
So Javier, you mentioned that there's other competitors in the crypto space when it comes to e-commerce, right?
Yeah.
Can you name one off the bat that actually doesn't piggy bank off of somebody else's coin, or if they have their own coin, there's no stable coin behind it?
No, that's why I asked the question.
So when we did our research on it, we started researching. Sure, there's always competitors in every field, But what makes you stick out, compared to them? And that's our credit system. Within that credit system, of course, like we mentioned multiple times, is if the price doesn't go up, doesn't go down, you can treat that as a USD, actual physical dollar.
Yeah.
At that point, sure, it devaluates the currency itself, but the thing is that the dollar is still the dollar, and that's what differentiates us compared to others. And we've seen so many fail because they don't have a credit system. They just use Bitcoin as a form of payment, or Ethereum, or even their own coin. But what happens when the price dumps from $1 to 10 cents and you just got through selling a product? Like, you can't do business like that. So how can we, if we can't do business like that, how can we allow you, Javier, to sell something on our a product on our platform where we can't guarantee that sell price? Does that make sense? So that's what differentiates us mainly, is that credit system. And I feel like we've done great works around that credit system, and it's perfect for what it is that we're trying to do.
And Javier, then these individuals who make these coins or earn these coins through our games or through our platforms can then utilize those coins in our e-commerce store to purchase things, to purchase normal everyday things, instead of going back, paying gas fees, converting that into cash, then putting that back into their card, and then taking that card to buy something. So now you just make your bids, you got your bids, and now just shop around.
And Javier, do you know what the poverty amount is worldwide by any chance? Because we've Googled it. We've done our research when we were building all this.
A percentage, can I guess?
Well, you can guess, yeah.
70%.
So let's go into the millions of people. How about that instead of a percentage?
Oh, geez. Yeah, there you got me. I don't know.
Yeah,
so global poverty at the moment, based off of Google's statistics, is 689 people that live in extreme poverty, surviving on less than $1.90 a day.
Mm-hmm.
And that's 689 million.
I'm sorry, 689 million. Within our play to earn and compete to earn, users can literally, if they truly play our system, they can make. I mean, we've actually got users that have made over $200 on just spinning a wheel and watching ad. Now, that's, if you divide that by $1.90 a day, we're helping the poverty line by increasing the amount of non-poverty existence worldwide, and being able to get that first world product into the third world country, because as that poverty, the global poverty is mainly towards the third world countries, right? So we're bringing access to those 689 million people worldwide as well.
Okay, now tricky question.
Yes.
There might be a lot of people that'll be interested and in need. These people who are always interested in looking after the rewards and so on, but some of them might not be educated enough to understand blockchain or how things work. Would you have in the future some kind of guidance or videos to teach the people how to they actually use it, and a little bit start from basics?
You mean as in regards to how to receive the coins after playing
actually
games?
A little bit start with this is a coin, this is what is behind it.
Oh, absolutely.
This is how it works.
One thing, Javier, that we did in the beginning of existence of BIDZ, even before we launched the name, is we decided to dox ourselves. We wanted to let everybody know who we are, right? And by doing that, if we're going to be able to dox ourselves in the beginning and actually show our faces and show who's behind these projects, of course we're going to be able to show everybody how to use our platform, how to use the coins, where to get it from, how to earn it, how to actually turn it into a credit system. We're going to have videos left and right. As a matter of fact, on the 24th, we have actually got some giveaways where we're going to just randomly ask people questions on the streets here in the US and be able to just interview them for 2 minutes and then be able to give them bids for their time. I mean, and we're going to show them step by step. We're a team that wants to help people. And speaking of help,
we're also planning to have a proper toll-free numbers, so that people have any doubts, any queries, they can always get in touch with us.
I don't think we've ever heard of a 1-800 number for crypto, or any crypto, but
just a normal toll-free number.
We're going to be able to help people, guide them through steps. Of course, absolutely.
Okay, no, that'd be great. Look, our traders love the rewards as well. Mm-hmm. So whatever you're gonna you can replicate what you're gonna do in the streets in the US with an AMA here.
Oh, absolutely. That's definitely our goal.
So throw us questions, any kind of question. We'll get probably 50, 80, 100, and you guys choose the best 3, the best 10.
Oh, we would love to do things like that.
We can do that,
That's
yeah.
something.
Yeah, easy. They love it. Okay, from what I've seen with other projects, is that in order to achieve mass adoption, it's very much necessary to educate the population, and there's a big part of it that might see it too cumbersome, might not understand it, and that's what I think I've seen that other projects don't pay that much attention to it. So I think, yeah, educating them like this, what we're doing right now, it's part of education. Educating them, I think it's key in order to reach mass adoption, because then you have such an important target out there that might be willing to or interested in participating, but it's just a matter like they're frustrated. They don't really understand it. Sometimes crypto has a bad rep with the crypto winter that's happening right now.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a little bit to educate them, to teach them what is it about, or what are they going to get into. And actually, that's the reason why we're doing these AMAs, is for the people to understand more about the project. They can ask the questions. So I think you're in a good, you have a good business plan, a white paper, and if you can reach that target that needs help to understanding the whole ecosystem, even blockchain, going down to basics, I think you could easily reach mass adoption. Baby step, of course.
And Javier, that's where our strength lies. Initially, it's just you doing a transaction on a blockchain. It just starts with a blockchain, and we actually have videos on our YouTube channel which shows how to create your wallet. We educate individuals about the different services that we are bringing. In fact, we are actually in works on our commercial VPN, our VPN commercial right now, which is going to be released to our users. So this is something, we really, and thanks a lot for pointing that out. And we are actually, every day we are learning, and we are actually focusing on, ensuring that individuals who become part of our ecosystem, or who become part of this BIDZ community, as we say, BIDZ family, they are well educated in terms of what BIDZ is and how it works, and how they can make use of it, and how can they take advantage of this opportunity as well.
Yeah, definitely. We still have a few minutes left.
Mm-hmm.
Shivan, I think you wanted to share some video with us.
Yeah. So one thing that we haven't mentioned yet is allowing users. We've developed some pretty crazy stuff that doesn't exist, and one of them is actually a where to earn. So we've always heard of play to earn and a lot of other do to earns, but we've never heard of a where to earn. So what we're doing is taking existing technology of QR codes and actually taking that QR code, taking stats on them, and based off the stats of how much scans per QR code, you can actually earn bids as well, just like the whole play to earn and compete to earn. So one video that I want to share here, let's see if I get this video here. Does it just start playing, or?
I have to edit.
Put on the shirt, it makes you money. Put on the shirt, it makes me money. Put on the shirt, it's making money. You don't need a mining rig to collect those checks. Just a phone and a click, click, click. Never thought I would have been a person asking so many questions about a QR code. I'm a curious goat. What this thing called BIDZ? How does it work? Real crypto. When you put on the shirt, it makes you money. Put on the shirt, it makes me money. Put on the shirt, it's making money. BIDZ.
Okay,
so that right there is actually our BIDZ t-shirts, and with the QR code on the back. Of course, we've heard of QR codes, we've heard of technology, but now being able to take that, and every time someone scans, you get a notification that someone scanned that QR code,
yeah,
and then being able to get paid a certain amount of bids per scan, right? So based off the market value itself on a daily basis, you can earn anywhere from 1 to 10 bids per scan.
Speaking in marketing language, then you yourself or your teacher is becoming a referral agent.
Exactly.
Where they will basically scan you, and then as you are wearing that T-shirt, then that's your QR code. Then you're gonna earn
correct
amount of bits. Okay, that I haven't heard about.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And there's so much more. I mean, Javier, we've got a project that's also in mind. We've got it on our pitch deck as well, and on some of our brochures. We've got the whole where to earn as well. I'm sorry, I apologize. The do to earn. So due to earn is something that we've not heard of. It's something where so you do something. We've heard of walking, we've heard of taking steps, right? We've heard of some activities, but what about working out, right? So what if you worked out and every time you worked out, you got paid and you've got to wear some gears, BIDZ gears, like it could be a headband or a wristband, but it actually controls, just like your watch does, your movement, and it actually knows that you're working out and it pays you throughout the time that you're working out. So you're going to get paid to get working out. So as you're working out, you're getting paid in BIDZ. So, I mean, there's just so much giveaways that we're having. That's just unbelievable. Someone else would just think like, wow. I mean, what made you guys think of that? But here we are. We've actually developed it and all that stuff in testing. Just haven't been released yet.
Okay. And this is an interesting question which we got right now, and I just want to point it out. And sorry, we're really short of time. It's been a great project. We had a lot of questions, but this is very much related to what you're mentioning right now. So many projects just like to speak about the long-term vision and mission, but what are your short-term objectives? What are you focusing on right now? And I like this question because it's really what are you focusing? Because you have a lot of different verticals and different innovative ideas. What's your focus right now?
So these ideas have actually been, we have, as I mentioned earlier, the applications have been created. These ideas are going to be, released strategically. We are going to be looking at, the user base that joins our community. At the same time, the user base that joins our games, because our main focus right now is going to be promoting our games and giving away coins to bring people into our community. As people start coming into our community, a lot of our existing members who play the game, they complained that they cannot access the game through their location. So we found a solution to that problem, which is creating our own VPN. So these two go hand in hand. Our game actually enables you to spin a coin every 30 minutes. But the way our VPN is built, you can continuously keep spinning the wheel for 24/7. It won't stop. And you will continuously earn bits. So this way, our main focus right now is on our games, the adoption of our games, and at the same time, the VPN. And then bring out staking to help our investors, to help our community members to believe more in BIDZ. With staking, they can get returns, which is going to be 600 million total coins for the first year, and then 600 million going forward. So this way we can have a staking program for the next 5 years. Where to earn is something that will be coming in future, and we're slowly working towards building this ecosystem, because it's a huge responsibility. You cannot build a house with just one brick. The house has to build with many bricks. So just think about, we're building a house and all these applications are those bricks. We are going to take a brick, we're going to take care of that brick, and then put another brick on top and put another brick on top. So this is going to keep going, and our focus is going to be the brick that we place at that point in time, which in this case is going to be starting with our games and introducing our commercial VPN, so that our company not only relies on the trading volume, but it also relies on its own abilities to actually operate as a business.
Javier, the person that asked the question asked a really good question, because they're thinking, what is it that you guys are up to now, and what's your main focus? And I really love that question. We as BIDZ actually want to give anyone that wants to help, not in the projects itself, let's say the coding process or the project itself, but being able to vote, right? So, I mean, it would be pretty nice to say, hey, I think Where to Earn shouldn't come out now. It should come out another 6 years from now, or another 6 months from now, or actually, let's develop it now. Or what's more important than the other? Because we got a lot of projects. Our goal is to have hundreds of projects. And if it's not us that's developing them, of course, as we mentioned, other people developing on our ecosystem as well. But the thing is that we're wanting to be able to expand on the projects. I mean, there's just so much that we're doing. Is this all the projects that we're doing? We're wanting to allow people to tell us what we should work on next by giving them voting power, and that voting power is what, Hamza, if you could mention our.
So we are actually bringing Web3. So we are bringing entirely democratic system into BIDZ, where individuals, based on their proportion, the amount of our coin, which is our governance coin. It's a separate coin. It has not been launched. No pre-sale has been done. It's going to be released for the first time to the community. Only individuals holding that coin will be able to participate in BIDZ governance, where individuals, after we kind of set the base, which is, have the game, have the 2 games, have the VPN, have the staking launched, going forward, any projects that come out, community needs to vote on, and they have to say, hey guys, you still got a lot to do, so just keep focusing on these 4 things for now and worry about the things later. So it's going to be the community that decides exactly what we're going to do, and it comes with a lot of perks. So there's going to be there's going to be level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. Level 1 being the highest level of decision, and level 4 being the lowest level of decision. I can give you an example. Level 1 could be a product launch, and community votes that they don't favor product launch right now, and they want us to focus on existing products. So we will take that decision, that proposal, whatever, even if one person proposes that proposal has to go for vote. So once that goes for vote, anything, if it's against the mission and vision of BIDZ, we have the power to veto that decision, because if it's against the mission and vision, then the creation of BIDZ will not be sustainable. So as long as it's in line with our mission and vision as a company, we will respect that proposal and take that proposal to voting. Once that proposal is voted on by the community, then the action is taken on that proposal. Other than that, the Riku, our governance coin is our Riku coin. Actually, Shivan, can you show our mascot, our BIDZ mascot?
Yeah, I've got
And
the mascot.
it has been ever since actually BIDZ coin was born. And this was actually done by a very, very creative mind. And that creative mind is just 10 years old. And just take a look at it.
10 years old?
Yeah.
10 years old. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, the penguin and the little tigers.
Yes. So the penguin is actually called Riku.
Okay.
And Riku, this is what we say. BIDZ values your voice. And Riku coin is going to give value to our community. It's going to give voice to our community.
Okay, so there's going to be another coin for it that will be rewarding.
We are a dual coin system. We're a dual coin system where we have a utility coin, and then we have our governance coin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that's interesting. Jeez, you have a lot of projects going on.
Exactly.
Well, Javier, I know we're running close to out of time, but we've got some of our biggest goals outside of e-commerce is changing the way you shop online today. We've actually decided as a company to build our own metaverse as well. And in our metaverse, people can be able to purchase land or rent land and be able to host their stores inside of our lands, just like as if you have on Shopify, where you can take your, you can take your domain link and be able to paste it onto our platform. And it just takes all the products on your website, puts it into the shopping store. People can put on either the VRs or be able to actually just walk in via the computer and on the web browser and be able to actually walk in, just like Decentraland, be able to walk into the store, actually pick a product, put it in your shopping cart, and your friend Riku here will be your guide throughout the whole metaverse and be able to actually help you with the shopping cart. Once you're ready to cash out or check out, you would use your credit system and then those products get shipped to your house. So you can actually purchase from the digital world and receive it in the physical world. That's going to be a perk added to the whole e-commerce. And that's some of the things that we don't see today.
Okay, no, and this for the metaverse to make this real, probably some time will pass, right? Until you.
Metaverse is definitely a 2023. It's a heavy duty project. We're planning to go on the whole VR system, and that alone can be time consuming. But we're looking at 2023 for that development. But it's something when you think long term.
Yeah.
Well, definitely. Okay, you're gonna have to tell us more about this, gentlemen. We still had like 5-7 questions more.
Yeah, sure.
First for you, but due to time, we won't be able to do it. However, you're more than welcome to come visit us at the next show.
Awesome.
Do you have any final words for our viewers today?
So I just want to say, this project was created by, individuals who were investing in crypto themselves, and they found a problem with existing projects where the projects were not delivering to their communities. And what we have done is we have built those applications where this coin can actually be utilized, and you can start using this coin from the get-go. And this actually shows how true we are to our value proposition, which is bringing global adoption to crypto across the globe.
Okay, thank you for that.
And Javier, if someone has any questions for us, we would love to answer every question possible. We have our Discord page, our Facebook page, we have our Telegram, we have Reddit. I mean, you name it. We're here to answer any questions that anybody may have. So if somebody's got some concerns or some thoughts or something that we weren't clear about today, or there's so much more that we have as well, we just didn't get the time to speak about. But if they want to learn more, they can definitely reach out to us. We definitely answer every question that comes our way.
Thank you. So Rick, any final words?
Yeah, bro. See, we are always, welcoming everyone. If you have any doubts, okay, feel free to get in touch with us. We're always there to assist you and give you the best solution.
Thank you, gentlemen. To our viewers, please remember the website is BIDZ.store. Today is the IEO. You can participate in the project by going to latoken.com/IEO/bids. Right? Decision is yours. Please do your research before. You have information on the website. You have information on the token website as well. Today is the IEO. As you know, the early bird catches the worm. Well, with that said, gentlemen, has been a real pleasure. Thank you very much. We do wish you all the luck, and we're going to support you all the way as LATOKEN.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you so
you
much
for being here. And to our viewers, thank you for participating. Thank you for your comments. Until we see you at the next show. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you.